The internet has been in full meltdown mode again, and once more, Justin Bieber is right at the center of it. This time, it all started with a short, blurry video clip that spread like wildfire across TikTok, leaving fans confused, shocked, and arguing non-stop in the comments. The clip appeared to show Justin at a private event celebrating his Swag album, dressed exactly how people expect him to look. Hoodie pulled up, sunglasses on, relaxed posture, and very much giving that familiar Bieber vibe. In the video, Justin is seen standing very close to another man, hugging him tightly, leaning his head in, and at one point, the angle makes it look like their faces may have touched in a way that could be interpreted as a kiss. The footage is not clear enough to prove anything, but it is clear enough to make people pause, rewind, zoom in, and replay it again and again. What really fueled the conversation was the fact that the video was not leaked by a random person. It was posted by Justin himself on his own Instagram, which made fans even more confused. People began asking why he would share something that looked so easily misunderstood, especially knowing how closely his marriage is already watched by the public. Almost immediately, social media split into two sides. One side believed the moment looked inappropriate for a married man and questioned why he would behave that way in public, while the other side rushed to defend him, saying the environment was loud, the lighting was dark, and that people often talk very closely in crowded spaces just to hear each other. Some fans also pointed out that Justin appeared intoxicated, noting his body language, slow movements, and unfocused expressions, which led to comments saying things like, "Someone please go collect him," or "Why does he always look so lost lately?" As the clip continued to spread, people started digging deeper, analyzing earlier moments from the same night. In previous clips, Justin is seen talking to the same man before the viral moment, which made it clear that yes, it really was Justin in the video, and not a lookalike or a doppelganger. However, even with that confirmation, the biggest question remained unanswered. What exactly was happening in that moment? Was it a friendly hug taken out of context, or was it something more? The truth is, no one outside that room knows for sure, but that did not stop the internet from filling in the blanks. Some comments made jokes, others were cruel, and some took it as proof that Justin does not respect his wife. At the same time, Justin posted photos of himself kissing Hailey Bieber, which created another wave of discussion. Some people believe those photos were posted on purpose to shut down rumors, while others felt they were damage control and looked forced. Meanwhile, Justin stayed silent. No explanation, no clarification, no denial. Instead, he posted about prayer, peace, and personal reflection, which only added more mystery. In celebrity culture, silence is often louder than words, and fans took his lack of response as either complete indifference or quiet avoidance. This moment did not happen in isolation. It landed at a time when people were already questioning the state of Justin and Hailey's marriage, with ongoing rumors about emotional distance, separate lifestyles, and visible awkwardness in public. Because of that, this one unclear clip suddenly became much bigger than it actually was. It was no longer just about a hug or a possible kiss. It became another symbol in a growing story that fans feel they have been watching unfold in real time. Whether fair or not, this video reopened conversations about boundaries, respect, and how public figures manage their private lives when the world is always watching. To understand why this moment caused such a strong reaction, it is important to look at the bigger picture surrounding Justin and Hailey's relationship. Their marriage has been under public scrutiny almost since the day it began, with fans, critics, and even strangers online constantly analyzing their body language, facial expressions, and social media activity. Over the past several months, people have noticed that Hailey has been posting more solo photos, fewer couple moments, and several cryptic messages that many interpreted as emotional or reflective. quotes about silence, strength, and self-respect sparked conversations about whether she was dealing with private struggles behind the scenes. While none of these posts directly mention Justin, the timing has made fans curious, especially when paired with his increasingly withdrawn public behavior. Hailey, on the other hand, has often spoken about how difficult it is to live under constant judgment. She has addressed mental health struggles, pressure from social media, and the emotional weight of being blamed for things that are completely out of her control. Many viewers feel protective of her, believing she carries the emotional burden of the relationship, while trying to maintain a calm and polished public image. This is why moments that appear to show Justin being careless or disconnected tend to hit harder. People are not just reacting to one clip. They are reacting to a pattern they believe they see. That pattern includes Justin appearing distant at public events, moving ahead without her, or seeming uninterested in traditional displays of partnership. Fans often compare older footage from the early days of their marriage to more recent appearances, pointing out changes in energy and interaction. While relationships naturally evolve, public perception often does not allow room for complexity. Instead, viewers create simple narratives. One partner is trying, the other is not. This narrative has followed Justin and Hailey for years, and moments like the viral clip only strengthen it in the eyes of the public. It is also important to remember that Justin has been open about his personal struggles, including health issues, anxiety, and burnout from fame. While these realities deserve empathy, they do not always excuse behavior that appears dismissive or hurtful, especially when it involves a spouse. Hailey has repeatedly been placed in the position of defending her marriage while also protecting her own peace, which is not an easy balance. The internet often forgets that behind every headline is a real person dealing with real emotions. When people accuse Hailey of being embarrassed or humiliated, they are projecting their own feelings onto her. At the same time, public figures understand that visibility comes with interpretation, and every action is seen through a magnifying glass. The challenge for Justin and Hailey is that they are no longer just a couple. They are a symbol, a topic, and a conversation. Every small moment becomes evidence in a case the public believes it is entitled to judge. This pressure can strain even the strongest relationships. Whether their marriage is struggling or simply private, the constant noise makes it nearly impossible to correct misconceptions. Instead of clarity, silence often becomes the default, and silence invites speculation. The viral clip, Hailey's social media behavior, and Justin's quiet presence together created a perfect storm of assumptions. The truth may be far more ordinary than the internet believes, but ordinary stories rarely go viral. Drama does. The situation escalated even further after a separate clip from the GQ Men of the Year event began circulating online, adding fuel to an already heated discussion. In this video, Justin is seen arriving at the event with a group of friends, stepping out of the car and walking quickly toward the entrance without turning back. Meanwhile, Hailey is shown exiting the vehicle moments later, alone in the back seat, carefully adjusting her outfit and heels while navigating the moment by herself. What upset viewers was not just the physical separation, but the lack of acknowledgement. Justin did not glance back, slow down, or offer assistance, which many interpreted as dismissive or cold. Social media reacted instantly, with thousands of comments criticizing his behavior and questioning why he would leave his wife behind in such a visible moment. People compared it to earlier instances where Justin appeared detached, including interviews and past jokes that resurfaced online, creating a sense of continuity in the criticism. To many viewers, this was not an isolated mistake. It looked like a pattern. Fans described the dynamic as awkward, distant, and lacking warmth, especially when compared to other celebrity couples who visibly support one another in public. Reddit threads and comment sections filled with discussions about respect, partnership, and emotional presence. Some defended Justin, saying people were reading too much into a short clip, while others argued that repeated moments like this reveal more than words ever could. When combined with the earlier viral video from the album party, the GQ clip reinforced the idea that something feels off. Whether intentional or not, these moments shape public opinion, and public opinion often becomes reality in celebrity culture. As for the future, this is where predictions and theories begin to take over. Some fans believe that if the current dynamic continues, the relationship may reach a breaking point in the coming years. The idea of 2026 being a turning point is not based on facts, but rather on patterns people think they see: ongoing public discomfort, emotional distance, and unresolved tension. Others believe the couple will continue to weather the storm privately, choosing growth over public explanation. The truth is, no one outside the marriage knows what happens behind closed doors. What is clear, however, is that moments like these have consequences. They shape narratives, invite judgment, and place pressure on individuals who are already navigating fame, expectations, and personal challenges. At some point, silence stops protecting and starts costing. Whether Justin and Hailey address the rumors directly or continue moving quietly, the internet will keep watching, analyzing, and reacting. In the end, the biggest question is not whether a clip was misunderstood or whether a moment was blown out of proportion. The real question is how long a relationship can survive under constant public interpretation without clear communication. Relationships are built on trust, respect, and understanding, but they are tested by perception. If change happens, it will not be because of a viral clip, but because of what is allowed to continue behind the scenes. As the saying goes, what you tolerate becomes your normal, and only time will reveal what that normal looks like for Justin and Hailey Bieber. Let's start with how this entire situation really exploded, because this didn't begin with a headline or a divorce rumor. It began like most modern celebrity drama does, with a single TikTok and a few screenshots. The internet woke up one day and decided that Hailey Bieber had something to say about her marriage, even though she never actually said anything directly. A TikTok went viral, talking about celebrity relationships and how, according to the creator, many of them survive because women tolerate emotional imbalance, stress, and behavior they don't deserve. The video never confirmed names, but people online immediately attached Hailey and Justin Bieber to the message. What made things worse was the claim that Hailey herself had reposted the video, which in internet culture is treated like a silent confession. Screenshots started spreading fast, and once screenshots are involved, logic usually leaves the chat. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Reddit all jumped in at once. People weren't asking if the repost was real, they were already debating what it meant. Was Hailey crying for help? Was she shading her husband? Or was she just another celebrity, trapped by her own online presence? The truth is, no one had solid proof, but that didn't slow anything down. In today's digital world, perception matters more than facts. Hailey eventually responded, saying clearly that she did not repost any video about her relationship, and that people online were bored and reading into things that were not there. She deleted anything that could be misunderstood, but by then, the damage was already done. The internet had decided this was a story, and once a celebrity becomes a storyline, they lose control over the narrative. What made this worse is that Hailey has always existed under a microscope. Every post, every like, every silence is treated like a clue. Instead of being seen as a married woman living her life, she's treated like a character in a long-running drama series. People forget that reposts can be glitches, misunderstandings, or even fake screenshots, but social media doesn't wait for confirmation. It wants drama, and it wants it fast. Suddenly, Hailey was labeled everything from a victim to a manipulator to someone secretly unhappy. And all of this happened without any real evidence, only assumptions. This kind of pressure is not small. It's constant, loud, and emotionally draining. Even when Justin and Hailey appear together publicly, smiling and united. The internet refuses to accept that image. Instead, people look for cracks, signs, and hidden meanings. A marriage that exists under this level of public judgment stops being private. It becomes a performance, whether the couple wants that or not. This is where the conversation starts to shift from gossip to concern. Because even if none of the rumors are true, the impact of being constantly questioned can slowly wear anyone down. And that pressure didn't stop with Hailey. It quickly moved back to Justin and his past, his behavior, and his online presence, setting the stage for the next wave of speculation. Now let's talk about the moment that truly sent the internet into overdrive, because timing is everything online. On the same weekend that Selena Gomez married Benny Blanco, Justin posted a carousel on Instagram of himself playing basketball. On its own, that sounds harmless. Celebrities post casual content all the time. But what made people pause was the music choice. Justin paired the video with his own wedding song, I Do. That detail changed everything. Fans immediately noticed the connection and started asking questions. Was this a coincidence? Was it careless? Or was it emotional? The comments section exploded almost instantly. Some fans told him to move on. Others said it looked like regret. Memes flooded social media comparing Selena's wedding vows to Justin's post. Whether Justin meant anything by it or not didn't matter anymore. The internet had already decided that this post meant something deeper. And once again, intention became irrelevant. To many people, it appeared as if Justin was reacting to Selena's marriage in real time, even though he is married himself. That made fans uncomfortable, confused, and critical. The situation became even more intense when Justin's mother, Patty Millette, posted a message asking people to pray for her son. She mentioned healing, clarity, and strength. The timing of that message, coming just days before Selena's wedding, added fuel to the fire. Fans began connecting dots that may not exist. Was Justin struggling emotionally? Was he affected by Selena moving on? Or was this just a mother being a mother? No one knew for sure, but the internet filled in the blanks anyway. Meanwhile, Selena's wedding itself was being praised as a beautiful, joyful event. It was described as elegant, carefully planned, and full of love. Big names were there, speeches were emotional, and the overall tone was one of happiness and closure. To many viewers, this contrast made Justin's post look even worse. On one side, Selena appeared radiant and secure in a new chapter. On the other side, Justin appeared quiet, distant, and possibly reflective. Fans started comparing their lives as if this were a competition, even though both have moved on in their own ways. The problem is that Justin does not exist online in a vacuum. Every action he takes is judged through the lens of his past relationship, his marriage, and his mental health history. So when he posts something that even slightly overlaps with a major moment in Selena's life, people immediately assume the worst. This puts even more pressure on his marriage with Hailey. People start asking unfair questions, like whether he is truly over his past, or whether Hailey is aware of how these posts look. None of these questions are based on confirmed facts, but they shape public opinion. And public opinion is powerful. It affects headlines, comment sections, and even how a marriage is perceived by the world. This is where the narrative becomes dangerous, because it stops being about what is real and starts being about what people want to believe. And once that happens, every small moment becomes evidence in a story that may not even be true. At this point, it's important to slow down and look at the bigger picture, because this isn't really about a repost, a song choice, or a basketball video. It's about what happens when a marriage exists under non-stop public pressure. Justin and Hailey are not just a couple. They are brands, headlines, and trending topics. Their relationship is analyzed daily by people who don't know them personally. Every silence is questioned. Every post is decoded. Even compliments can be misunderstood. This became very clear when Justin went on a live stream and casually talked about Hailey. He said that he thinks she should dance again because she is talented and loves it. To him, this may have sounded supportive, but to the internet, it sounded controlling, dismissive, or strange. Fans clipped the moment, replayed it, and debated what he really meant. Some said he was encouraging her passions. Others said it felt uncomfortable. Once again, perception took control. This is the reality of living online as a celebrity couple. Even positive moments can be turned into criticism. Over time, this creates a heavy emotional environment. People online begin to project their own fears, experiences, and expectations onto the relationship. Some see red flags where there may be none. Others defend the couple aggressively. Either way, the marriage becomes less about the two people in it, and more about the audience watching it. This is why divorce rumors exist. Not because there is confirmed evidence that Justin and Hailey are separating, but because the internet has decided their relationship must fit a certain narrative. A narrative where pressure leads to breaking points. A narrative where past relationships never truly fade.